It is Friday, December 10, 2021. I'm way behind in shit because I have other shit to deal with. I'm spending way too little time with my horses. They don't seem to be too heartbroken. I had a very intense last couple of years, and last couple of days in particular. I had what I would describe as a healing crisis. Something that is intense, painful, ugly, raw, emotional, and very intense. Very, very intense. And yet very cathartic. I use often the metaphor of an abscess that is building up tension and it's hurting. It can lame a horse. We have abscesses on our goats sometimes, and it just builds up tension and becomes bigger and more of an issue until you open it up and drain it. If you do so in a controlled manner, on horses you often use Epsom salts or whatever to draw out the abscess, usually around hoofs or inside of a hoof even. And with goats, Jeff often just uses a surgical scalpel to make a small incision, very deliberate, under controlled circumstances, to drain the abscess and disinfect right away, etc., etc. Failing to do so in a controlled manner invariably leads to the abscess bursting open by itself, draining all over the stable, infecting other goats, making a huge big mess. And it has happened to us when Jeff was just too late because of circumstances, or the goat was in such discomfort that it decided to open the abscess themselves by rubbing against something and making a huge big mess. And then you have to clean out the whole stable, you have to disinfect everything. Now all goats are at risk of being infected, etc., etc. You want to do it in a controlled fashion as soon as you can. As soon as the abscess is ready or ripe, you want to deal with it. Failing to deal with festering issues invariably leads to greater problems. More pain, more suffering, more mess to clean up. It spills over to other individuals, be it goats or human beings, when you don't deal with your mental, emotional gremlins. I use this metaphor of an abscess in relationship to the healing crisis I went through over the last couple of days. It was a major one. It wasn't just like, oh, oops, I bawl my eyes out for a couple of hours and it's done. No, this was pretty intense for several days. Pretty intense. A metaphor that I used with my son this morning, who was an amazing listener, was as if Pandora's box... Don't bite my camera, thank you. As if Pandora's box had opened. Something just bursted out and couldn't be contained anymore. And it came out in all its rawness and ugliness, and it was shocking because it is shocking. I again want to acknowledge Tami and Joyce for facilitating my healing crisis. It was very related to your recent video on the super empath, and very related to an oldie which was glorious of a live stream that you did also about what it means to be an empath. And that hit home at a whole new level and explained a whole bunch of things to me again about myself and about my current situation and experience that facilitated this healing crisis that I am still working through. But as you can tell, I'm not in shambles, so I'm making progress. It had to do, Tami, with the carrying a lie, and how devastating that is for an empath. And I have carried a lie for many years. I'll just say many years, and more than a decade. And through your video, and also through circumstances that have changed for me, that finally allowed me to no longer carry this lie, it all came out. It all came out like Pandora's box opened, or like an abscess breaking. I would say it was breaking. It wasn't like a very neat and tidy incision. It came out like boom and just took over the room. Yeah, wow. Then I went through several cycles of healing crisis, my complex PTSD playing up, fun and giggles, but within that connecting to a whole new level of embracing myself as an empath and claiming my unbridled love and capacity to love. And really on a deep level, connecting with the love that lied beneath me being willing to uphold this lie. It was simultaneous. And it had to do with wanting to protect other people, obviously, because obviously. Yeah. So Tami, I want you to know how powerful you are on YouTube, how supported I feel by you on my journey. You have acknowledged my existence more than once in sweet comments, including on the videos that I just mentioned. And I have made a video for you before acknowledging you and thanking you for your presence on YouTube. And today was just today to do it again after this immense healing crisis that I am just sort of scrambling out of. And that's why I'm healing with my horse sitting here. This is my war horse, Bodhi, supporting me as a spiritual warrior and a student of A Course in Miracles. So obviously I resonate with you, Tami, on every conceivable level, including your intensity, including your big heart, including your uncompromising commitment to truth, including wanting to be an active voice on YouTube to heal the planet. Yeah, you are magnificent, and the light of truth in me recognizes the light of truth in you. And the goddess Kali, the fearsome goddess Kali, just chopping through the lies and the deception and the nonsense and the bullshit, greets, in all her fearsomeness, the goddess Kali in you. I hope that metaphor means something to you. If not, just Google her. You will have a giggle and recognize yourself. I'll put a link to some of the videos that are going around on YouTube about the goddess Kali, a Hindu goddess that I am intimately familiar with, and that I am also connected with through my spiritual practice of Tantra Yoga. And obviously the fearsome spiritual warrior that the goddess Kali represents is very active in me. Or for the greater glory of the salvation of the world, obviously. Why else are we here than to uplift humanity and bring some more empathy to the table? And therefore, we attract individuals that can use some help to maybe come to our side of the spectrum a little bit more. And like you, Tami, I have my string of people in my life that could use some help with opening up a little bit more to love and compassion and kindness. Yeah. And like you, Tami, I have run into situations and am currently involved in a situation where my presence is not understood and not appreciated, and let's just say, Tami, that I am in the battle for my life and in the battle for my YouTube channel with, you guessed it. So, thank you, sister, for supporting me on this journey by your sheer presence on YouTube. You are a lifesaver. Thank you. I will now meditate and send you just a flipping shitload of love and gratitude and recognition of who you are and appreciation. All that shit is coming your way, vibing from me, okay? Watch this. It's coming. Watch out. You know what? The boots are coming off even. That's how much it's coming your way. Because you deserve it. It's cold, so the socks are coming back on. And then I shall meditate on your gloriness. Not goriness, gloriness. This meditation is entirely dedicated to the goddess Tami M. Joyce. Enough already sitting on my food? It's probably enough. Okay, enough, Bodhi. Hi, this is Bodhi, short for Bodhisattva, the Buddha of compassion. He's a real warrior and a force to be reckoned with. Ay, ay, ay. You filled my boots with hay. I'm looking forward to your latest Healing Blind Spots. I'm going to watch that with my phantom lover tonight, who I have shared my entire journey with for a year and a half now. Somebody that I connect with energetically entirely. I have never met him in person. He just shows up on my YouTube channel, and that's where I engage with him. He has a very intense focus on me, watches absolutely everything I post, and looks for all the messages that I leave for him under my videos. And so his entire being is focused on me. So of course I feel him like there's no tomorrow. So I know what's going on with him, and I can have a full-blown conversation with him without him ever leaving a comment on my YouTube channel. I am just sharing what I think and what I feel and blah, blah, blah. And then I see him get my message, and then I feel his response and what he needs next. And it's been fascinating, entirely fascinating. Bodhi, what do you want? You want some attention? Is that it? Not only does he watch my every video, he also watches with me whatever I present, such as your videos. We have watched numerous of your videos together, and then we talk about it. I make notes and I feel him, and it's been fun. It's been challenging at times. I would love to tell you about this relationship because it's very interesting. And maybe I have some blind spots here and there. Is Bodhi gonna poop? I slid in the snow the second time today because I slipped on the driveway earlier today. There must be something going on. I am very connected to my horses too, to the point where I know when they need to take a dump, which is the main attraction of my YouTube channel at the moment, unfortunately. Ow, and not for the right reasons. I use it as a metaphor for visionary leadership, but most people use it as a way to get off because apparently it is a fetish. I had no idea. Ow! Why am I hurting myself today? Oof. Second time today that I slipped. I slipped off camera, thank God. But you can see the results. Ouch. Bodhi, don't. Thank you.